Hey Soul Family, welcome to Soulspire. I'm so happy that you're here with me today, and I hope that you're feeling encouraged, and I hope that you're feeling motivated, and I hope that you're feeling joyous in your current moments of your life. And if you were called here, then there's certainly a message here for you. So let's begin. All right, so I feel like you're someone that's always working towards better. You're always trying to make the best out of every situation. And unfortunately, there's always, you know, negative factors or things that are taking place within our life that try to get our attention and, pull our energy towards a different area where you're not really focused on the good and everything that's happening so greatly for you in your life. So I feel like presently there's a lot of good things going on for you, but something is kind of nudging at you or maybe picking at you, causing you to focus on other things within your life that maybe are more negative or more, dark. And this is kind of causing you some issues because you're looking at the bad and it's causing your attention to pull away from all the good that's going on within your life. And we must be aware that there's always, good, there's always bad. I mean, that is the life that we live. Duality is certainly a big thing. But it is important for you to watch where your focus is. And if you're focused on what's not working right for you, what's not going your way, what's not going how you plan, then you're essentially, sabotaging yourself or, allowing things to steal your joy. And I think ultimately that's what it is, that be cautious of the things that come along your way that really aren't worth your time, effort, or energy. And just don't focus on these things because it's trying to steal your joy and to steal your happiness and to steal your peace. And you're at a place where you're working so hard at being present, at being more, involved in your life in a way that it's beneficial for you and those around you. You're not trying to self-sabotage yourself, but if you get caught up in these dark thoughts or, negative things, it can pull you into a darker place, a darker space. So make sure that your attention is on the things that are really prevalent for you, that really matter. And sometimes, yes, we notice things that we don't like or we don't want things to be this way, but just be cautious of getting engulfed in these situations. Don't allow these situations to get the best of you because it's essentially the negative powers that be are trying to take away from your experience and have you focused on the negative aspects of your life when things are going so great for you, when things are going so good for you. So just try to be more present, be more at peace, and not focus on these negative things that do occur, because again, with the good comes with the bad. And if we choose to focus all our energy on what's not working right, then we can't see the beauty in our life. And Spirit wants you to be more present, to see the abundance and beautiful things that you have created, and that you have, resources around you. So just make sure that you try to shift your focus. Now, you have felt as though you've broken free from, creating a self imprisonment for yourself. But again, this is something that reoccurs for you within your life. And I think that you have made past these challenges previously, but now they're kind of coming back to, for you to kind of deal with again. And although, we've made it past previous challenges, it doesn't mean that they can't resurface. So sometimes we can be in cycles, or things have a secular kind of way of reoccurring within our life. So it's important for you not to create this self imprisonment by your own thoughts, by your own beliefs, by your own way of thinking, because you've worked through this before. You've made it past, previous challenges, and not allowed yourself to feel victimized, or to feel like a victim, or feel this, woe is me kind of energy. And you're needing to embrace this in this current time within your life, to know that everything is happening for you, not to you, and just shift your focus. Life is about how we look at things mentally. It truly is a mental game. So it is important that you focus on the good, embrace all of the abundance, and have gratitude for your life, because if you choose to focus on what's not right, what's not how you want it to be, then you are essentially stealing your joy. You're allowing someone or something to steal from you, to take away from everything that you've worked so hard for. And that would be a disservice to yourself. So don't allow that to occur. And although things, may seem as though they're not working for you, they truly are. Life is about shifts. Life is about cycles. Life is about chapters. And sometimes, like I said, when you think that you've progressed forward, that you no longer have to deal with certain things, they can, come back up. They can rehash. And you are the source of everything within your life. You are the magician. You are the manifester. So it's important to know that you can create the life that you want. You have thus far. And it's all about how you choose to deal with things, and allow things to, either absorb you or reflect this, off of you. It's really how you choose to deal with things and the impact that it has on you in your life. So know that you are in control, whether, you have limited control due to, your current circumstances, or, whatever the case is. The things that you can control, you can, and you most certainly can control the way that you think about things. So it's important to know that you do have power in all of this, that no, you can't stop what's happening around you, but you can help the way that you deal with these things, and that you are the source, that you can create the life that you want. And things may not be going the way that you like, and that's okay, but it's happening in your favor. There will be a lesson from this. So do not be down. Do not be discouraged. Continue to move forward. Know that you are the source. Know that God is within you, and that things will change, that this is just a temporary situation for you to get to the next chapter. And with that being said, that's where you're ultimately going towards a new timeline. Things are shifting for you, but I think they can't shift quickly, enough for you. And again, we cannot force things to be the way that we want them to be. So you have to be in alignment. You have to be at peace when everything is turbulent, when things are difficult, when things can be trialing within your life. You have to just go with the flow and not allow your mind to cause even more issues for yourself, because things are going to change for you. This is a temporary situation that you're just having to go through in this current time, and things are looking up. Things are going to be better. Continue to be optimistic. Continue to work towards your goals and towards what you're trying to obtain here in this life. And, work with the Spirit, work with the Most High. Ask for help if you're needing help, if you're struggling, and continue just being firm along your path and not allowing things to shift you or to distract you, because essentially that's what it is, just distractions trying to keep you from moving forward to getting to the next level, which you're right there. You can actually see it, in front of you, but things are trying to pull you back towards old ways and old patterns that you have broken free from. So it's really important for you to make sure that you have people around you that are supportive of you, that actually care about you, that reciprocate the same love that you give back. So maybe there's some shifting that needs to take place with your surroundings and who you have around you. And make sure that you have balance, that you're taking care of yourself, that you're taking time out, spending time with people that you truly care about, that support you in all of your efforts. And let's see what else we have. Offering. So it's important for you to give back to the world, give back to the universe, to provide some kind of offering. And I think it's with the things that you do, giving back to others, helping other people. Make sure that you're giving back to those that, like I said, will reciprocate the same to you, that you're offering not too much, because sometimes you have the tendency to fill others' cup before yourself, and make sure you're offering, to yourself and taking care of yourself. And the universe will provide. You need not worry, maybe if this is in regards to money and, things of that nature, it's going to be coming back to you tenfold. So all of the good that you've done will be coming back to you, because you have honored yourself, you have honored the universe, and you're here to do good, and it will be coming back to you. So don't worry about money and financial situations if that is a problem for you, and of course for most people it is. And also, you're someone that's very wise. You have this knowledge within you. Apply it to your life. Apply this discernment. Look at things from a higher perspective always, okay? Don't get caught up in the mundane. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day BS that happens in your life. You are everything, and you don't even realize it. Like, you are God's source energy. You have this within you, and apply all of this knowledge, all of this discernment that you have towards your life, and things will shift for you. Things will get a little better for you, because you'll know that you're on the right path. You'll know that you're following your internal guidance, I think sometimes you doubt yourself and doubt your abilities, and you're very intuitive and you're very smart and you're very wise, and just stop doubting who you are and your path, okay? And you're wanting comfort in your life, and sometimes we want to be comfortable, but when you're not uncomfortable, or when you're not comfortable, when you are uncomfortable, it pushes you towards even more. It pushes you to make these changes that kind of progress you forward. So you are moving towards more comfort. Maybe you're needing to spend time in nature, but also embrace being uncomfortable, because again, it pushes you towards those things that you might not have went towards, or those doors that you may not have opened if you were comfortable. So don't rely so much on that. Go within, allow yourself to be comfortable within your own space, within your own body. But as far as being comfortable in your life and these situations that occur, we just don't know, the direction and where things will take us. So it's important for you to not rely on being comfortable, and make sure you have that peace within, because that's truly what matters for you, not, external comfort. And you need to surrender. Release the old. As I said, these things keep coming up that you feel like you've, moved past from, but they come back up in your life. And it's time for you to release, detach from these old ways of thinking, like for good, so you can move forward. Stop allowing the negativity to take your attention from all of the beauty that surrounds you, because things are flowing within your life and things are progressing. But if you're focusing on the darkness, if you're focusing on what's not going right, then you can't see all that, and it's essentially hindering you from having this beautiful life that you deserve and embracing all of the beauty around you. So say thank you and be appreciative, because gratitude will lift you up. There's so much light within you and around you, and a new beginning is approaching, within your life. You get caught up in these small things that aren't, going the way that you would like. And again, be thankful, because so much is going for you, working in your favor. And you just have this tendency to look at the negative aspects of your life, and that's, pulling you down. It's pulling you towards a darker energy, and you've worked so hard to, come past this, to move from this. So work on embracing gratitude more, being more present, and allowing the light to shine within you, and not focus on what's not working how you want it to be, because it's pulling you back towards old ways, and you're trying to move forward. You're trying to move forward towards happier times, towards more peace, and just a higher timeline. And you are going towards that, but something, is trying to pull you back into those dark depths. And you know what it's like to be in the darkness, and I think that's somewhere that you don't want to be. You've moved past that, so keep your mind in the right place, and don't allow your thoughts and the negative thinking to self-sabotage you, okay? And I wish you so much love and light, and you take care.